Riders have 1 minute 30, 1.5 minutes to perform the goods, to perform the golds, bring out their best weapons from their arsenal, and just go for it here on the beautiful lagoon in front of Dakhla Attitude. What a location for a World Cup. We've had wind every day. It's nice and flat out there. You've got to know to navigate the chop. But the guys have been on their 8s, their 9s, and their 11s during the whole competitions. This is what we want to see in the closing legs of the World Championships and the world's best out there. Okay, looked like he was going to try and go for that backside 313 or backside 317. I've seen Artur land with ease. Unfortunately, getting caught up on the chop and not quite getting the gust that he wanted to. But still, this is a best trick. Leave it all to the end. Give the spectators a little bit of a show, a little bit of a wow, and you can take the win on the last trick. So anybody's game here at the moment. And coming up next, we will have our freestyle champion of this event, Valentin Rodriguez from Colombia. Valentin Rodriguez has a hell of an arsenal of tricks. I must admit, my personal favorite, one of the best moves I've seen this kid do is a KGB7. He absolutely kills it doing that. And look at the height. 1, 2. That is a slim chance 9. The height, amplitude, power, style, trajectory, position doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why this kid, because he is only 17 years of age, coming onto tour this year, you know, creating a huge upset, just coming and absolutely destroying it. And this is why, with maneuvers like that, 9.5, boom. This is why he's already taken the crown of the freestyle part of this event and wants to take the best trick as well. So there you go. Currently in first position, we will have Valentin Rodriguez. Second position, Liam Whaley. And third, Eric Anderson with 9.5, 8.57 and 8.2 respectively. Those are the kind of scores we want to see at a World Cup, and these guys are producing them here at the beautiful lagoon of Dakhla. Okay, here comes the rider from Thailand, Robbie James himself on that Ozone Kite blue front and center coming in. See what he's got for us. He's been doing some big maneuvers, just unfortunately not being able to get the landing. This guy goes full out. It is 0 to hero. Here we go. Okay. Unfortunately, looks like the board came out of his feet there. Didn't quite get it underneath. So spinning into oblivion. It is a spin to win, but unfortunately there, Robbie James wasn't able to take up the landing. But still, you can see the amount of stoke and the amount of motivation he puts into his moves. He's just, you know, Energy 101 is what I'm going to call this kid. Great to see him on tour, and he's going to be coming to Brazil with us. Just, you know, he's such a character and a champion on and off the water. Robbie James from Thailand, but that will be a crash for him. Currently, he is in 6th position still, but you know, still has one trick attempt out there, can go out, land a 9.6, and boom, that is his event. But he's going to have to deal with the likes of Valentin Rodriguez, Eric Anderson, Liam Whaley, Artur Gilbert, and Abdul Mukwahil to be able to achieve that. So he has his work cut out for him here at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla, coming in front and center. Abdul Mukwahil from Morocco. Looks like he likes this left foot forward. There is a nice little flat section there on the inside. Double popped. Going to get those lines slack. Oh, beautiful move 5. Really like how he does that end part of the rotation. Kind of like goes full back roll rotation, stops. Judges, are you looking? Are you ready? Get your tablets hot. Comes in, does that 540 backside, you know, landing switch stance. But unfortunately, looked like he got caught up on the edge bit of chop there. So that was a butt check. Very stylish, though, from the Moroccan. Unfortunately, that is not going to be a big score due to that back check or leg check or whatever body check you want to call it at the end. Looking at, you know, probably the mid-2s. There you go. Yeah, 2.57 for the Moroccan. So now we come with the third trick attempt. Do or die here for this heat. Top 3 riders go through to the next round. First up, front and center, F1 rider from Spain, Liam Whaley. He's already got a big double heart attack 3. Slim 7. What are we going to see from him here on the outside? Maybe blind. Boom. Okay. Heart Attack 5, nice and powered, really got you can see him fully stretched out in that rally, then goes for that S-bend and then goes for that backside 5. Did land with a little bit of a butt check, but also that was due to the risk and the commitment throughout that move. Judges are obviously going to take that into account, but I don't think that's going to be enough to take over the lead from Valentin Rodriguez with that 9.5 for that incredible slim 9 we saw before. Some big scores being dropped, but I don't think, like I said, it's going to be enough to take that first position. 7.5. So Liam's best trick is going to be that slim 7 he had before with an 8.57. So Eric Anderson needs more than an 8.57 if he wants to overtake Liam, and more than a 9.5 if he wants to overtake Valentin here. So last trick attempt for the Brazilian. Trick number 4, core rider Eric Anderson coming out of the beautiful location of Kumbuko, where we will have our huge final here for the GKA Kite World Tour. Can't wait to get there in November, and make sure you guys tune on for that one, because anything can happen with the World Championship. As they say, it's not over until it's over, or until the fat ladies sing. So we will see what happens in the beautiful location of Ceará. And here we have Eric Anderson front and center. Just getting prepared, just keeping his cool, getting his mojo together, knows what he needs. This is the beauty of this live scoring. Everybody can see on the shore exactly what they need to be able to produce the goods. Eric, more than capable of some of the bigger moves of the trick lists of the tour. So more than capable of producing on top of a 9.5, but I mean, Valentin has not made his life easy here. So let's see what he can do. There we have him from Brazil, front and center, Eric Anderson. Definitely looks like the wind is increasing and getting bigger and better, as they would say. Is he going to go right foot forward? Yeah, it looks like he is. There's the power. There's that double pop to slack out the lines. Boom. Whoa! Huge backside 317. Great stretch on the rally. Kite was definitely positioned in the right place, so it's going, power throughout the trick. Amplitude, speed, rotation, style. Gonna be a high score. Gonna be close to Valentin. Is it gonna be more than Liam? So yeah, 8.07. Unfortunately, Valentin going for that slim 9. So 180 rotation more, and with a bit more height and power, has taken it over there. So far, it looks like we have in first position Valentin, second Liam, third Eric Anderson. But this man here would, if he gets more than an 8.2, he will go up into second. Arthur Gilbert, front and center, looking for that perfect little sweet spot here on the center stage of the center of the lagoon, but has decided against it. He does have 1.5 minutes to perform the trick. Fourth trick attempt for him, riding for Elevate Kites. I reckon if he lands like he almost did, that backside 315, huge that he did on his second attempt. That's definitely going to be in the 8 areas. Let's see if he can maybe get the Blind Judge 7. We saw him do it in events before. Such a lot of style and such a lot of power from this rider. One of the top contenders of the French team coming in front and center. There you go. Nice extend. Oh, Heart Attack 5. It's a beauty. Unfortunately, the kite lands on the water because he wanted to go so powerful throughout. Really got that whip effect, which is what the judges want to see. Commitment, dedication, but that will be a fail for him there. So unfortunately, it does look like he won't be making it through to the super final. But congrats, really, putting it to the line and giving it to us here for the public. And now coming up next, we will have Valentin Rodriguez, who currently is in the lead with a 9.5. Can he improve that score? What has this kid got for us? Looks like he's going to be going once again left foot forward. You can see the speed increasing, water flying away. Crabs are getting out of the way so they don't get hit by this kid. And he was going for a Mob 7 there. You could really see just when he grabbed that bar after the first rotation. He wanted to go for the 7, but didn't quite get the height and the slack that he needed. So that's going to be a crash, but he is still going to be in first position. Yet to go, we have Robbie James and Abdul Mudwahil. Robbie James needs a 8.21 for third, an 8.58 for second, and a 9.51 for first. So still, he could get the win here. Unfortunately, hasn't had the best of luck when it come to the landing. So he's going to have to get it. But it is the end, last attempt for him of the best trick. Anything can happen. Okay, coming for his final trick attempt with the ozone, Robbie James. Cool and collected, the Stoke Meister himself. I can know he's going to be smiling no matter what. He just likes to be out there. It gives an energy. Great to have him here on tour. He really does, lighting up a dull day no matter what. Coming in, okay, front foot forward. Big beauty. Mega loop. Laid back roll there. As the wind isn't super strong, you can see can't get the kite underneath him to come in, but still nice and stylish. Really like how he just goes over and gets whipped. So yeah, that's going to be a good move for him there. Not going to be a high score, obviously. It's not going to be in the ranges of Valentin, Eric, or Liam. So it looks like he won't be making it through to the final, and that actually is going to be counted as a crash because his body completely submerged before coming out. So, that does make a difference, and the judges have crashed him out for that one. So now we have Abdul Mudwahil. He needs an 8.21 for third, and that would get him into the final. An 8.58 for second, and a 9.51 for first. So tension to the end of this heat here at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. If you're just joining us, round one, heat number 1 of the best trick. Here we have Eros rider from Morocco, Abdul Mudwahil, front and center, coming in with speed, his local spot. Second in the National General Championships. Okay, Slim 5. Looked like he was maybe trying to look for that. Slim 7, unfortunately not getting that extra 180 rotation. So what does that mean? It means that going through to the final, Valentin Rodriguez, Eric Anderson, and Liam Whaley will be going through to the super final of the best trick. So coming up next, we will have round number 2 with Modric, Wabmid, Rodriguez, Cornell, Tak, and Bulando. But first, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. So stay with us, and we'll be right back. Perfect. Fuck me, makes so much of a difference you being there.
faire gagner le sport.
Welcome back here. If you're just joining us, this is day number 5. This is the best trick of the GKA Kite World Cup here in Dakhla, Morocco. So we've just seen heat number 1 on the water. Coming through with the win, Valentin Rodriguez, also our winner of the freestyle event here in Dakhla. This 17-year-old kid from Colombia is setting into a league of his own. He is pulling out some of the biggest moves in kiteboarding at the moment, but there are a few riders who want to take the total from him and give him a run for this world champion, the likes of Adeli Cornell, the likes of Liam Whaley. So it's very close at the top of the overall ranking here on the GKA Kite World Tour. So anybody's money, and we will be seeing that in the finals in Brazil. So in that first heat, like I mentioned, Valentin Rodriguez taking the win with a 9.5 score, a beautiful slim 9. Then we could see Liam Whaley with a slim nose grab 7, got an 8.57. So really very closely behind the Colombian, and Liam Whaley from Spain, also a contender for that world title, is going to be pushing and pushing until the very end. And then Eric Anderson, one of the most stylish and impressive Brazilian riders out there. He always is with Carlos Mario, 1 and 2, 2 and 1 in between them, riding for core. He got a beautiful KGB 5. Just unfortunately, Kite looked like it was a little bit higher than he wanted to, but an 8.02 if I'm not mistaken. So that means those 3 riders will be going through to the next heat. So coming on the water now, we're going to be going with round 1, heat number 2. We have Modric, Wadmid, Juan Rodriguez, Cornell, Tak, and Burlando here in the desert for the GKA Kite World Cup, heat number 2 of the best trick. So it looks like Modric is going to go up first. He is coming from Egypt, riding for Cabrina and Red Bull. Super powerful rider. He's been on and off a tour over the last couple of years, where actually was hanging out a lot with Jeremy Burlando, the 14-year-old kid in Egypt. And I've been seeing these guys getting doubles dialed. So good to see him here at yet another competition. And here we can see him coming left foot forward with speed. This is what the judges are looking for, commitment. And he is going full throttle, pedal to the metal. Okay, nice slim grab. Unfortunately, looked like he didn't quite get the pop he needed to slack out those lines. What do I mean about slacking out the lines? You have to be able to take the tension away from the kite so that you can pass the bar behind your back in time before the kite repowers itself and go into a landing. So the pop of a maneuver is so important, and as it's a little bit choppy out there, it's hard to navigate it, and to get that perfect pop, you really have to get it in the sweet spot. Unfortunately, Modric there did get a land, as a little bit of a grab slim 5, but obviously not what he was looking for. Still, numbers on the board. He is in first position. He's got a 4 up there. Coming up next, we will have Jonas Wadmid, the African champion 2019, riding for Eros, local to our tour. So much power. Here we go. Okay. And starting off with a huge one, going for a 317. Really, really good extension on that Rayleigh, as I've been saying throughout the stream. Got the Scorpion down in the desert, unfortunately. Not quite getting that second pass and coming in with a crash. But obviously, local boy from Morocco means business, and everybody's looking. Coming up next, we're going to have yet another Colombian. One of the members of the Go-To Kite team, teammate to Adeli Cornell, and riding for Ocean Rodeo, Juan Rodriguez from Colombia. Right foot forward. Let's see what he can do for us here in the beautiful lagoon in front of the Dakhla Attitude Hotel. Switching it up, looks like they're preferring that inside section of the competition area here. It is a little bit of a flat sweet spot, but it's a bit more gusty. You really have to read that gust to be able to get the move. You can see his hand coming off of the bar. Once again, if you're just joining us, best trick here, the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. The riders have 4 attempts to perform their best trick, which is the trick that will count to take him through to that final. Rayleigh, 1, 2, backside 317, still Not a lot of extension on that Rayleigh, so he's going to get points deducted for that. Kite seemed to be a little elevated, if you say, so obviously points deducted for that as well. Still lands it, which is what counts. It's going to be interesting to see to adjust that to the scores we saw in the first heat. I'm seeing high 7s and 8s from some of the judges, so obviously deducting some points for those pointers that I mentioned before. Solid move here from the Colombian. Obviously, this is the first heat. He wants to get in that super final. 7.97. Judges really making the difference there to, you know, every decimal counts. It's the world's best here in Dakhla, and, you know, every little detail, every little extension, every little maneuver is going to make the difference to be able to get you through to that final. So coming up next, we also have Deuri Cornell, current tour leader, riding for Red Bull, and RRD out of the Dominican Republic. Can't even see him because he's going so powerful. Okay, that's a better extension. There, really nice. Not as high as Juan's, but did get more extension on the Rayleigh. Better landing and more fluidity with the kite position. A little bit more powerful. Again, perspective on the camera changes a lot from the perspective of the judges. I'm looking at some numbers. It's going to be close because Juan did have the height and the power. I'm going to go as far as saying definitely going to be in the same ballpark. 8.13, 0.16 of a difference. Great judging there, because probably the difference there was the extension on the Rayleigh and the clean landing. Juan obviously had a little bit more height, but, you know, chalk and cheese, very close. So 8.13 here for the Dominican. Super important to make these differences. It really, you know, comparing one maneuver to another, you have to dissect it, do the old operation. What was the takeoff like? What was the extension? How was the rotation? Is the kite in the right position? Did he land with the kite with power? Did he spin in the right way? Did he tweak it out? Did he grab it? Did he not? Did he smile? Did he frown? Did he give you a wink? Did he not give you a wink? These are all the things that the judges have to take into account to be able to give those scores. Big shout out to my judging crew there on that tower. They've been absolutely so many hours out on the tower, giving us these beautiful scores, you know, and making the difference when it comes to these hard decisions. The amount of hours these boys put in out in the cold. So a big shout out to them, and thank you for doing such an insane job. And here we see Christopher Tack going for that slim 7. Really like how he does that handstand of the slim that we talk about. The old school, getting the feet above the head, extending and stretching it out, and then comes around and does it to wrap. Did get hit, his back did hit the water, so he's going to get some deduction there. Still, good maneuver here from the 2014 World Freestyle Champion, Liquid Force Red Bull rider. Great to see him back on tour. Coming out of Belgium, Christoph Tack. Okay, let's see some scores dropping. 7.17. Solid score for him, but yet, obviously that not as much height, and hitting the full back on the water has taken some points away. Still, first attempt out of 4. Has room to grow, and here we have the 14-year-old Jeremy Borlando riding for Core out of Italy. This kid lives in Gran Canaria, no shy person when it comes to strong winds. I've been seeing some videos of him with his friend Modric in Egypt. Has some great 317s and a really nice backside 315. Hasn't seen him land one here yet in competition. This could be the moment. I mean, if you're going to pull it out of the bag, the best trick is the time to do it. You've got four attempts, to make it happen. Here we have the youngster coming out of Italy. Blonde hair, front and center, riding full core, coming up. Okay, looks like, yeah. Oh, grab slim. Shaking his hands. I think his fingers got whipped off there. Lucky we are in quite a warm location. When that bar gets ripped from your hands in cold countries, your hands are non-existent for about an hour. So we wouldn't want that to happen to him here. But, you know, he is a youngster, so he can take it and has to take the pounding here at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. Coming up next, his friend Modric riding for Cabrina Red Bull with wings, going out right foot forward. Double hard attack, nice and powerful, solid rotation, you know, fluidity, equal entry and exit speed. Did get a bit of a butt check on the landing. Going to be a good move, definitely going to improve over that 4.0 that he has before, but he's going to be wanting to go for bigger moves if he wants to get past the 8.13 from Cornell and the 7s from Juan Rodriguez and Christoph Tak. Let's take a reminder here, top 3 riders go through to the super final, but first up we will have the ladies. We will have Pepper Van Iersel, Paula Nowotna and Helena Brokoszka from Poland in that super final of the best trick women of the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. So a 6.09 for that double heart attack. Good score, improved by 2.09 points of Inzla from Jonas Wadmid. Oh, he's got some speed. Oh, double heart attack, double S-bend 1 for Mr. Wadmid, current African champion, winning it before in prior months here in the beautiful location of Dakhla. It seemed like he got a little wobbled out throughout the middle part of that trick, if I'm not mistaken. Probably grabbed the bar a little too far on one side. Kite went up and took him out of that sweet balance spot. So that's going to be medium score for him. Still good to get some numbers on the board, but he's going to have to improve over a 7.17 already if they want to get that third position. Coming up next, Juan Rodriguez for his second trick attempt. Currently in second, needs an 8.14 to take that first place, not fourth place. Juan Rodriguez, he's improved so much from the events during this year. Part of the Go-To Kite team, Ocean Rodeo, they've been training a lot with Adeldi. Really nice guy off the water and a solid competitor. He knows what he has to do, keeps his cool, you know, always on the top ranks of the competitions and getting better and better at each event. Great to see him out here in Dakhla. He also tells me he's going to be going to Brazil, and he's organizing a kite trip in Colombia, doing a huge downwinder in January. So if you want to, you know, if you feel like getting involved with that, make sure you get in contact with him these days. Social media, Instagram, Juan Rodriguez is easy to do. So make sure you give a shout out to him there. That is obviously going to be, you know, doing Colombia with a local. That's got to be fun. And here we have him coming with speed, left foot forward. Waters flying off of that Go-To Kite board made out of Sowell boards. Okay, big extension. Ay, 3-1-7, just not quite getting the landing, unfortunately. Really tweaked it out, which is what the judges are going to want to see. That would have been a big score for him, maybe in the 7 to 8 range, but as he didn't land it, the only range that it is in the crash zone. So that is attempt number 2 for Juan Rodriguez. Coming up next, La Pantera Negra, the Black Panther himself, Adeldi Cornell. Landing, unfortunately, really tweaked it out, which is what the judges are going to want to see. That would have been a big score for him, maybe in the 7 to 8 range, but as okay, left foot forward, wants to completely destroy all the crabs at the bottom of the lagoon. Okay, 3-1-5. Adeldi not quite getting the takeoff, as we were mentioning before. Bit choppy out there. So important when these guys are going for these huge moves where they're, you know, spinning 2.5 rotations, you know, 900s. We're passing the bar twice or even 3 times around their back. The takeoff is almost, a lot of them will say, is where the move is landed or crashed, and you can see still a big smile on the Dominican there, but that is a 3.73, so that will not cut it. Still, he is in first position with an 8.13, so quite comfortable, but knowing Adeldi, he's going to want to leave something big to the end. And here we have Christoph Tak, maybe going to reattempt that slim 7, got a 7.17, and there, woo, beauty. There you go. Slim 7 looked like he had a grab on that one. Powerful, bit more trajectory. Clean as a whistle when it came to the landing. You can see the smile on his face. Liquid Force Red Bull rider out of Belgium. That's going to be a big score. Okay, I'm seeing some numbers being dropped. Once again, speakers are not official. It's only the live scoring of the boys and the girls that give those kudos, those proper scores. But looking at some of the numbers coming here on my screen, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably going to take the lead in this heat. He needs an 8.14, and that trick definitely did deserve more than an 8.14. Okay, updating, internet, come on, get the hamster, giving him a bit of carrot in front of the wheel to go faster and faster, and there we have it, 8.6. Christoph Tack, 2014 freestyle champion, showing why he was a world champ, and there you go, 8.6 for that Slim 7, taking the lead here at this second heat, and actually that is the second best score we've seen so far in the best trick. And then we can just see nice little mobe there from Jeremy Boulander. So much talent, this kid. I mean, early days, 14 years of age. He has years and years to come. And the way this kid is improving and the mental state that he has, you know, he's hungry. He wants it. He wants to take out those older generations. So 3.77 for that back mode. He's just stoked to be here in a world championship. And hopefully we'll be able to see him in Brazil. And if he goes to Brazil for the winter, he's only going to get better and better. So here we have Modric from Egypt. Third trick attempt. Big Rayleigh, backside 313, unfortunately, again, so important that takeoff, not quite getting the edge. Kite not slacking out, got pulled over his body, front side, and went face planting into the lagoon, so that will be a crash for the Egyptian. Next up, Eras rider Jonas Watmid. Missed that double heart attack that he is famous for. So much speed, so much power throughout, lands with the kite, scraping the lagoon, but unfortunately looked like he got a gust. Is he going to go attempt that again? That is one of his best moves out of his repertoire. Here we have the Moroccan going past the judge tower with speed, right foot forward, water escaping from his board. There he goes up again. Yep, double heart attack, huge! That was huge from the Moroccan. Double heart attack free. Beautiful, really nicely executed, super speedy throughout those two S-bends, got the extension at the beginning, then did that really nice horizontal rotation, two hands on the bar, makes a difference, claims it, lands with power. That is a very big move for him. What scores does he need? He needs a 7.98 for third, an 8.14 for second, and an 8.6 for one. Going to be hard to make that for a single pass move. 7.2. So currently in fourth position. Obviously the other guys have made his life hard. Doubles are where it's at in this move. But anyway, quality over quantity. He can do some of the biggest single passes out there, and you never know, he might get those 8s. Juan Rodriguez currently in third. He's going to be aiming to get in the 8 ranges if he wants to get in that second or first position. Here he goes up. Okay, again, also double heart attack free there from the Colombian. Jonas's looked like it was a bit bigger, but again, position of the camera can be misleading. You know, the trajectory, the amplitude we can't see sometimes because it's a fixed lens. So it's going to be see how the judges score. I'm going to say Jonas's white mids was a bit bigger, so I'm presuming and looking at some of the scores being dropped. Yep. It is going to be a lower scoring move for Juan Rodriguez. So he's going to stick with that 7.97 that he had from that back 3.17 that he did before. 6.57 for the Colombian. Still in third position, and we have in fourth Jonas with a 7.2. Only 0.77 away from him. So close days here, but this is the third trick attempt. And now we have Adeldi Cornell, who wants to go big. Again, having issues with the takeoff in the inside. It's a good job that he had that 8.13 to start off, taking the lead, because he has had 2 attempts without producing a maneuver. Maybe he just wants to, you know, he is a showman. You know, all of the Dominicans, they have the fire, they have the reggaeton inside them. They like to give the public a show. So here for the live stream, this man, Adeldi Cornell, is leaving the best till last. Coming up next, Christoph Tack, currently in first position with that beauty of a Slim 7 with a grab, if I'm not mistaken. What else is he going to show us here? He was one of the instigators of the double half cab mob, where he does that double back roll inverted over the top, then wraps around with the pass. Okay, no, going for a Slim. I think he was trying to grab Slim 7, so that means the one before didn't have the grab.
Maybe
Still,
he just wants to,
in the lead.
He is a showman.
This
all of
is
the Dominicans,
the heat number one. He would be going through to the finals. So far in this, there's a couple of big upsets. So, third trick attempt for Jeremy Borlando from Italy, running under core, living in Gran Canaria, and only 14 years of age. These kids just get younger and younger, which can only mean I'm getting older and older. So here we go. These are the future Groms of the sports. These are the future champions. Great to see them from such a young age. And, you know, really good to see them killing it out there at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. Right foot forward, going out with power. Okay. Looking for that backside 315. I saw him doing on the videos in Egypt not so long ago. Unfortunately, not quite getting the landing there. So that's a crash for Jeremy. And fourth and final trick attempt for Modric. If he wants to get through to the final, he needs to produce a move higher than a 7.98. Do or die. This is the best trick of the Dakhla event. Full power, full speed. Release the throttle. Put the Kettering in and just go pedal to the metal, Mr. Modric. Let's see what you have for us here. It's big. Backside 315. Big butt check. Didn't get a lot of height. Did get the rally. Didn't get the height. That is not going to be a 7.98. Still, let's wait for scores to be dropped. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, unfortunately, he is not going to make it through to the super final here of the best trick. So, and 3, 2, 1. Judges dropping some scores. What have we got? That is not going to be enough. I can see most of the judges' scores in. So, unfortunately, Modric is not going to make it through to the final. Solid performance from him. Really very stylish rider. Congratulations for such a good event, and look forward to seeing you in Brazil in November. Coming up next, we have the last trick attempt of Jonas Wadmid. Got a 7.2 for that double heart attack 3. And we're going to see if we can get more than a 7.98 to be able to kick Juan Rodriguez to the curb, but he would still have an opportunity to kick Jonas back away. So, pound for pound, punch for punch down here in the desert of Dakhla. Eros rider under the flag of Morocco, current 2019 African champion. For maybe the final time of this competition on the beautiful lagoon in front of Dakhla. Attitude going out with speed, right foot forward. He wants it, he feels it. 1, 2, Hugh. Oh! Going for the double heart attack 5. So that is double S-pen with a backside 5 in the air. Huge move from the Moroccan, but missed the bar on the second pass. Unfortunately, that will be a crash. So that means Jonas Wadmid will not be making it through to the final, but a solid performance here in his home country of Morocco. He's got to be happy. Congratulations to him. Now we have this man at the moment in third position. Juan Rodriguez go to kite team under the kites of Ocean Rodeo. Coming in right foot forward also. Looks like he's really powered up here. Obviously wants to go for something big. He's hungry. But he's going to leave me hanging, and he's obviously going to produce the goods. Left foot forward towards the judges so they don't miss a single detail of what he's going to do. I'm going to call out a 317 or 319. This boy can do it. I've seen it in Mauritius and extension. 1, 2, 317. Really nice 317. Did get a bit of butt check on the landing. I doubt that's going to be more than an 8.14 to take second position. But he's in third, so currently he is in the final awaiting the scores of Adeldi, Tack and Borlando. 6.97, yep. Obviously, judges deducting for the butt check landing. And let's not forget the front side rotations are a little bit easier than backside rotations, so they always score a little bit less. You know, the judges making a difference. The trick list is getting bigger and bigger, but we do want the quality versus the quantity. It is not a spin to win here at the GKA Kite World Tour. Coming up next, Adeldi Cornell, who can spin and with style and with power, riding the Black Panther RRD Red Bull rider out of the Dominican, current tour leader, but he has his work cut out for him in the last events in Brazil if he wants to be crowned world champion. Here he comes, left foot forward towards the judging tower. Oh, he's got some speed. Okay. Slim 9. Okay, that was not as big as the Slim 9 we saw from Valentin Rodriguez in heat number 1. Still landed it clean. Speed throughout the rotation. Not as powerful, so it's obviously, I don't think it's going to be in the 9 ranges, but still he is in first position. It's going to improve over an 8.13, making everybody's life a little bit harder. In the end, maybe just holding himself back because he is going to want to produce the goods in the final, which will give him the extra kudos to get the win of the best trick. Seeing some numbers being dropped in the 8-point average range. And then we can see Christoph tack there, just making sure that he still stays in those top 3 places to get through to the final. Currently in first with an 8.6 with a huge Slim 7. Taking their time, Adodi scores 7.53. Yep, there you go. Speed, execution, height, and landing. Those were the defining factors that did give him a little bit less points when it came to the score. So great judging there from our panel. Christoph Tack coming up next, 2014 Freestyle Champion, Red Bull Liquid Force rider out of Belgium. Great to see him here back on tour. Being involved in the obstacles of the Kite Park League, you know, really getting solidly into that scene. And really nice to see him back on the freestyle scene. One of the instigators of the double movements and, you know, the moves like double half cast, such a stylish rider. Hanging out in Brazil for quite a while, coming back here in the lagoon, just had a talk with him, and he was, you know, great to be back on tour. Made it all the way through to the semi-finals of the freestyle event, so he's stoked to do that, and it'll be great to see him at more events. You can see that big 11-meter Liquid Force kite coming in, swinging it around to get the extra speed. Maybe he's going to mix it up and throw a grab in here for that Slim 7. Looked like he tried it before, but not quite getting the rotation. Okay, hand off the bar, meaning he's not going to do it that way. 1.5 minutes for each rider. This is the 4th trick attempt. Unfortunately, it looked like the camera that was following Christoph blacked out there. We apologize. You know, being in the middle of the platform, in the middle of the lagoon, sometimes the connections get a little bit wet and we can't get the image. So once again, we apologize for that technical difficulty, but it was a crash. Anyway, Christoph Tack in first position. So Jeremy Burlando, 14 years of age. He is going to need higher than a 7.98 if he wants to make it through to the super final. Great moves out there so far. 8.6, second biggest move of the best trick event so far. Slim 7 from Christoph Tack. So, looks like the final is going to be in the 8 and the 9-point averages, and we expect nothing else than the world's best here at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. So, for last trick attempt here of the best trick, Jeremy Burlando coming in for core. Left foot forward. Hopefully our camera can focus on him again. Thank you. There you go. Middle of the screen will be better. And unfortunately, there we could see Jeremy not quite getting what he was looking for. Didn't get the gust. So they're unfortunately not getting through into the final. So big congratulations to Christoph Tack for Belgium, 8.6. Second position, Adele Cornell, 8.13. And third position, 7.97 for Juan Rodriguez. I'm getting excited here. Out of Colombia, meaning that the final will be Liam Whaley, Eric Anderson, Valentin Rodriguez, Adele Cornell, Christoph Tack, and Juan Rodriguez. We are going to go to a short commercial break and be right back with the women's final.
I'm a natural. Okay, ain't so bad. Original. A beat. Beat.
Ain Sultan, Génération Nature.
MDJS, faire gagner le sport.
Okay, welcome back. Those are some beautiful locations we could see there. Dakhla, Attitude, Lasir. This is the kind of locations that we have here for this beautiful event in Morocco. If you're coming down to Dakhla, make sure you check out one of those hotels. You know, stone throw away from the lagoon where you can just go and chill and kite. Also, they have the West Point option, which we're going to be moving to tomorrow, where we will start with the Kite Surfing World Cup as well. So such a complete location, Dakhla, when it comes to kiteboarding. Now, that was an exciting heat, round 2 of the best trick of men. We're going to be moving over to the ladies with the ladies final. So in that final, we have Peppa van Eersel, who won together with Liam's, the team's event yesterday. Also, Paula Novotna and Helena Brokoshka. So very good kiters out there. These 3 girls, very consistent, had some of the big moves. I know Peppa was excited yesterday, landing a slim chance for the first time. This is what we want to push. This is what we want to see, because, you know, the energy, the adrenaline that you get in a World Cup with all your, you know, all the competitors, all your friends, the location, the hype, just makes you go bigger and better. And this is what we're aiming to get here in Dakhla. So definitely going to be an interesting final. Let's not forget they have 4 trick attempts. The first biggest score is the one that counts, and that will give them the win of the best trek here in Dakhla. So it looks like very soon we're going to be going into sequence. Just a little bit less than 30 seconds to go until the start of this heat. I'm going to hope to see some of the bigger moves. Best Trick's a little bit more relaxed. They have 4 attempts. They can go for it. I'm going to hope to see some slim 5s. I know Paula has a few cards up her sleeve, so going to be interesting to see how Pippa and Helena deal with that. So let's go down to the beach, because it does look like we're starting to get some images there. So let's get and see the action of the women's Best Trick final here at the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Okay, looked like there was a little delay there. Just standing still. So it looks like we are down at the beach side of the lagoon. There you can see Juan Rodriguez currently came in 3rd. He's happy to get through to that super final of the best trick. So there we have the ladies. Peppa van Eersel from the Netherlands, current Dutch champion 2019. Paula Novotna from the Czech Republic. She won the Fuerteventura event and a very solid rider out there. Been on the tour for a long time. Great to see her taking her first win in Fuerteventura this year. Well deserved. And then Helena Brokoshka, she actually came third in the Kite Park League overall standings this year. You know, very wakeboard orientated, nice style, really tweaks everything out. So good to see her back here, the Liquid Force rider from Poland. And it looks like, unfortunately, we missed the first move there from Pepper, which was a 5.83 for a backside 313. We saw Pepper doing some really big moves during the competition. So obviously she is a favorite here for the best trick, but she has her work cut out for her here with Paula and Helena. Going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of the best trick here in Dakhla. There we have Paula Novotná riding for Czech Republic under duotone kites. No shy lady to event. She's been on tour for a long time. Very experienced rider, as we've been saying. Very consistent. Consistency does give you the goods. But this is a best trick. Got to produce it in 4 trick attempts. I saw her do a huge KGB the other day in a free riding session. See if she can produce that kind of move here at the best trick if she wants to take the win of the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla best trick event. There is that little flat section on the inside of the competition area. Some of the girls want to use that, but then some of the girls want to do it on the way out. Great thing of the best trick is that you can choose your move. And unfortunately, it looks like we missed a trick from Paolo as well. We apologize for these technical issues. That was a heart attack at an 8.43. Whew. That must have been a big one. Hopefully we'll be able to see that on the highlight video that we see. A big shout out to Oliver doing those huge highlight videos during the whole event. Great to see him here on tour and just showing the beauties that we have here. Helena going for a big bat mode. We'll talk about throwing her body into it. Unfortunately not grabbing the bar, so over-rotating and not getting the land on that one. But still, 3 attempts to go. Coming up next, Pippa van Iersel from Holland, riding for duotone, current winner together with Liam Whaley of the team's event yesterday. So looking to take yet another discipline home with a win. Okay, so we are looking for Pippa van Iersel from Holland, riding duotone kite. There we go. Okay, so Pippa van Iersel. We missed Pippa van Iersel's second trick. We really apologize for this, guys and girls back at home. Front and center, we have Paula Novotná. So it looks like we they have the sequence ready and they know what they're doing now. So Paula Novotná, front and center. No, that isn't Paula. That's Pippa. So we missed Pippa's trick, but we're following her now. Once again, we apologize. Hopefully they'll be able to get it together. 3 girls in the water. So Paula Novotná, duotone rider, under the flag of Czech Republic. This is what happens when a lot of the girls are on the same brands there and riding equally as good. You know, there's so little difference in between the level of the women's kiteboarding now. They're pushing and progressing so hard that any move can be of any girl. And obviously our cameraman having a little bit of trouble following it because he's getting excited of the action out here in the desert. But there you go. Looks like he's got his stuff together. Paula Novotná going out. She's already got a solid 8.43. For a big heart attack that hopefully we'll be able to see on that highlight video that goes out to all the social media channels and all the channels YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Those videos done by Olivier Ampere. Congratulations. Really good work here. You know, until the late hours of the day, all of the media team, they spend until the early hours of the morning editing and getting those beautiful photos showing what happens here in the desert to the world. So, you know, big shout out to my media crew. Awesome work. Paula Novotná, front and center, right foot forward. Hopefully she'll be able to produce yet another huge move. Want to see her getting excited, getting closer to the edge of my chair here. Big KGB. That was as big as the one I saw in free riding. Great to see her producing the goods here at the best trick. Whoa. Paula means business. She is not going to make it easy for Pippa van Iersel and Helena Brokoshka. That is going to be a decent score as well. Did get a bit of a butt check on the landing. Doubt it's going to be as big as the heart attack. Didn't quite see it in person, but KGB is a solid score. There you go, 6.7. So not as hard as the heart attack considered, and also didn't get the landing as much, a little bit lower. So 6.7 for a KGB for Paula Nowotna. Coming up next from Poland, Helena Brokoszka, coming out of Poland, riding for Liquid Force, left foot forward. Attempted that mob on the way in. Really nice style, this lady. She does throw herself into each maneuver, very wakeboard orientated. As we mentioned, third overall 2019 Kite Park League. See what she's got for us. Definitely, I reckon she's going to be doing something left foot forward. You can see the speed, the water going away from her board, unhooking. Okay, they're going for that back mob. Solid. Beautiful back mob there from Helena. Not a lot of height in it still, but rotation, really nice on horizontal, really makes that, holds that edge to the very end to get her body over, so the rotation goes as horizontal as possible. Stylish bar, really close to her hip. Very, very nice move here from the Polish lady. Let's see how the judges score that one. Gonna be close. She needs to get an 8.43 if she wants to go into first, and a 7.21 if she wants to go into second position. 7.0. That is a big score for Helena, but she still currently is in third position. It looks like that heart attack from Pippa van Iersel was a little bit bigger. So, third trick attempt for these ladies, and they are producing the goods. But I mean, how could you not produce the goods on these perfect conditions down in Dakhla? Becoming one of the meccas of kiteboarding worldwide. More than 300 days of wind a year. Talk about windy. It just really does keep blowing, and to be able to stay a stone throw away from the lagoon, you pretty much wake up with your feet in the water, cold beer in the bars, nice foods, really good experience. There's other stuff like the camel rides, oyster factories, all the different places to do. Great to come down if you want to be sure to be warm and have a nice kiting holiday. Make sure you check up our partners, Picard Vincent, Dakhla, Attitude, and Le Cirque. West Point if you're more into the waves where we'll be moving into tomorrow. Can't wait to see the boys ripping the likes of Kiahida Boites, Ayrton Cosolino, James Carew coming up very close on the top edge of the World Championship. Also, talk about keeping the action on all disciplines until the end. That Brazilian event that we're going to be having, starting off with the strapless freestyle in Praia, then going to Cambuco for the freestyle tour, and we'll be crowning our world champions there. Here we have Pepper van Iersel, currently overall standings third position, if I'm not mistaken, and my memory serves me right. 6,102 points, joint with Bruna Kajia. So, very close to the top of the tables, and very close to the top of the tables here at this best trick event. Here we have Pepper van Iersel, right foot forward, going with power, unhooking. Going for yet another big heart attack, trying to improve on that 7.2. Has to get an 8.44 if she wants to take the lead. Kind of hard to say from here because the perspective of the angle, we can't quite see the amplitude as much, but it was damn close. Can see some judges' scores coming in now. Some big scores out there. Did look powerful. Going to be a close one, this one. 8.77. The Dutch lady, Dutch champion 2019, pulled it out the bag on the third attempt, taking the lead here for the best trick in Dakhla. Coming up next, Paula Nowotna is going to have to fight back. She would need an 8.78 to take the lead. More than capable of doing it. Great riding from these ladies, and talk about taking it to the lady, or to the man, or to the woman, as you would say here at the best trick. Paula Nowotna going out with speed. She's seen it. She's determined. Adrenaline pumping. Bring it to her. Huge heart attack again. Little bit of better perspective for us here. Got the amplitude, got the extension, speed throughout, horizontal rotation, power. Good landing, solid move from Paula Nowotna, and I'm going to say that was better, at least from my perspective, but speaker scores are not official. Looking at some numbers being dropped, and I reckon she is going to take it back from Pepper. So move for move down here in the desert of Dakhla. 9.37. Awesome ride in from the girl from Czech Republic, Paula Novotná. Amazing. That was a huge heart attack, and that is why she is taking the lead here at the best trick. Next up, we have Helena. She is going to have to get an 8.78 if she wants to move up to second, and a 9.38 if she wants to move into first place. Looks like she might be going right foot forward. No, excuse me, that is not Helena, that is Paula. Let's move on Helena. She is the Liquid Force rider, riding for Poland. Okay, there we go. What do we have here? Left foot forward with speed, coming off front and center to the lagoon. Maybe a Mobe 5. Yep, she is going to go. Oh! Looked like she was going for that Mobe 5. It's going to need to produce something like that if she wants to get in that 9.0 category. One of the hardest moves in kiteboarding, that back Mobe 5. You know, that back roll with that front side 540 rotation. Really nice style from the Polish lady. Does really extend and whips her body around. So, you know, kind of like cable part wakey orientation where you just get that spring-loaded pop. Okay, Pepper van Eersel, do or die, second at the moment, needs something bigger than 9.37. 9.38 is the number of the day. Landed her first slim chance yesterday, last trick of the team's event. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I reckon she's going to try and do it again. Looks like she's got some power coming towards the short. Nope. I was getting too excited there. Okay, definitely looks like she's going to do it right foot forward. She's got KGB. She's got a heart attack. She's got the Hinterberger as well. Interesting. I don't know what to call. I'm just excited anyway that it comes down to the last trick. Currently in second position, going in to the lagoon for the final time of this competition. Pepper van Eersel from the Netherlands. Right foot forward. Huge blind. Oh! Backside 313. You do not see that from the ladies. A couple of I think the only person to land that so far is Bruna Kajia last year in Brazil. And in competition, I might be wrong, but I think it has not been landed. Huge from Pepper van Eersel. This is what we want to see. The energy, the adrenaline pumping through those veins to get up and to push these ladies to go bigger and better. Pepper van Eersel, my hat is taken off to you. That was huge, and I can't wait to see you land that in a competition. But unfortunately, that was a crash. So that would mean Paula Novotná so far will keep the lead, seeing if she can improve on that score. And Helena Brokoshka is going to need something bigger than a 9.38 to take first and an 8.78 to take second. So victory lap here for this lady, Paula Novotná from the Czech Republic. Now it's just about having fun, smile on your face. But come on, give us a show. Big move coming up, right foot forward. She's got a good amount of speed. Going for the double. Whoa! Double S bend 1. Really, Paula, so consistent. She's really getting her stuff together here. This is why she won in Fuerteventura. And this is why, unless Helena can take it off of her, is going to take the best trick home. But it's not over until it's over. Fourth trick attempt for the Polish lady up next. See what she scored for that double S1. Got extension, got speed. Not as big as that heart attack. I mean, that was huge, but still going to be a good score for her. Landing 4 for 4 here at the best trick. Really, once again, I've been saying it throughout the whole event. Consistency is key. And this is why Paula Novotná is one of the top contenders this year here on tour. 8.43. So that means what Helena will have to produce is a 8.78 for second position and a 9.38 for first position. Tension till the end. Final moments here of the GKA Kite World Cup. Best trick, freestyle, twin tip riding. The best of the best here out on the water. And I reckon Helena is going to go for that back mode 5. Almost had it on that last landed. Yeah, I'm going to call it. This is going to be a back mode 5. If she lands it, very close. That is one of the hardest moves out there. So let's see what the Polish lady here, Liquid Force Rider, has for us. Left foot forward, coming in to the judge tower with speed. Bring it to us, Helena. Come on the buzzer. Final move. Okay, just getting the back move. Still, she's happy with that. She has a really stylish back move there. Love how she just does that horizontal rotation. See if that will improve over that 7.0. I'm going to call it is going to improve. Needs an 8.78. And looking at the scores, it is going to be damn close. Ooh, tension, tension, tension. Okay, 8.78 to take the lead. What have we got? Looking for the last score to be dropped. Totaling out at fourth trick attack for Helena Brokoshka. What are the numbers? What are the numbers? 8.4. It was huge, but unfortunately not enough to take the second position, but great riding there from Helena Brokoshka from Poland. A big congratulations to these ladies of the best trick. So, first position, Paula Nowotna from the Czech Republic under duotone with a 9.37. Great riding. Second position, Pepper van Eersel with an 8.77 and throwing that backside 315, almost landing it. Huge. And then Helena Brokoshka with that stylish back move, an 8.4. Great riding from the ladies. So we're going to be back very shortly with the super final of the best trick of the GKA Kite World Cup event here in Dakhla with the men. So stay with us as we're just going to go to a short commercial break.
Yeah, man, I'm a natural. Okay, I'm Sultan. Original. Papi, beef. What's
Ein Sultan, Génération Nature.
Excuse me, it looked like I had some sound issues there. So welcome back to the GKA Kite World Cup here in Dakhla. Best trick male final coming up. We just saw the likes of Pepper van Iersel in the ladies go for those 3-1-5s. Some of the hardest moves in kiteboarding out there here in the beautiful Laguna Dakhla. Incredible riding from them. So I want to say a big shout. I just got some messages from the boys and girls of the Kitesurf Tour. I know you're watching the freestyle. I hope all of you are ready for a huge wave event coming in West Point from the 9th onwards. So yeah, a big shout out to Kiahi, Pablo, Kiket, Nicola, Camille, Reese, Katarina, everybody sitting at the beautiful breakfast of West Point. Make sure you leave some coffee for me later. So now we are going to go to the male final of the best trick. We've seen some huge moves being dropped. Valentin Rodriguez, 9.5 for a slim chance 9. 17 years of age. This Colombian kid is absolutely killing it. And he is in the race for the title here at the World Championship in general of the GKA Kite World Tour. Then coming up also we will have Eric Anderson, Juan Rodriguez, Liam Whaley, Jonas Woodmid, and Christoph Tack. So these are the names. These are the ones you want to be looking at. These are the guys that are going to be producing the goods, the treasures down here in the sand of the beautiful location of Dakhla. So let's go to the water because I can see less than 10 seconds left to the start. With the first jump will be Eric Anderson riding for core from Brazil. So there you go once again. Those are the names of the day. Eric Anderson, Brazil. Juan Rodriguez, Colombia. Liam Whaley, Spain. Then Jonas Woodmid from Morocco. Valentin Rodriguez from Colombia. And Christoph Tack from Belgium. Starting off with a banger, we are going to have the Brazilian Eric Anderson. So he is riding for core. He actually rides on quite short lines. This is why he gets that whip throughout the trick. And he has been producing some of the highest scores of the event. So no wonder he is here in the final. On the screen at the moment, it looks like I have Liam. So we're looking for Eric Anderson, please, Mr. Cameraman. Eric Anderson, core rider, Brazil. Can see he's got 30 seconds less left. That is not Eric. That is Liam. These guys, I really apologize. Sometimes the technical difficulties, obviously, you know, Liam has been killing it this event. They just want to follow him. But best trick round here. Please, can we get the camera on the core rider? Looks like he has 10 seconds left. Can't see a score dropping so far, so hopefully it's because he's, you know, leaving us, giving us a little bit of tension. I haven't got any nails left, and no, I'm wrong. Unfortunately, we have missed the move of Eric Anderson. I apologize, Eric. But if I'm not mistaken, it does look like it was a crash. So let's see. Yeah, that was a crash. So lucky for us there, please, everybody. It wasn't because we missed him. It's because these guys are not on time. Okay, I apologize to my cameraman. Not your fault. Boys, get your act together. Get in the water. Heat is on. So Eric Anderson, you have been timed out. This is the final. Important part of competition. You have to be punctual. Have to be on time, because if not, the show will go on and you will be crashed out. So that is the first trick attempt for Eric Anderson. Has been crashed out due to the fact that he was not in the water. Okay, so it looks like Juan Rodriguez there, front and center on screen. Ocean Rodale, go-to kite team. It is his attempt. He has 45 seconds to produce the goods, and I can see the likes of Valentin Rodriguez running around like a headless chicken to get there as well. Okay, coming in with speed, right foot forward, power in his cell. Come on, Juan, I want to see something big. This is the final of the best trick. Bring us the goods. Good. Better Rayleigh than the first one. Unfortunately, not quite getting that second pass on that backside 315. So that will be a crash and a few less crabs on the bottom of the lagoon there. So once again, you want to be there on time so you don't get that extra stress. It's stressful enough being in a final of the World Cup. Make sure you're punctual. So looks like everybody is in the water. Everybody's finding their feet. And this man, Mr. Whaley, wants to take this final home. He had an 8.57 for a slim 7. Is he going to improve that? He's going to have to, because Valentin 9.5 in the heat before. But new scorecard. Everything can happen. Here we go. Coming in with power. Woo! Yeah, boy. Now we're talking. That was a back mob 7 from the Spaniard. Bit of a hard landing, but innovation, we don't see those often, and it was huge. Back mob 7 for the F1 rider, Liam Whaley. Okay, a 7.63. That was huge. Liam and Maxime are the two first guys to land this. Liam landed in South Africa last year. We saw Maxime landed in Turkey. Very, very hard move. Back roll with a front side 7. Getting a big butt check at the end, so that is what takes the points away from him. But that was huge, and it's one of my favorite ones out there. Okay, there we go. Double heart attack from Jonas Roadmid. Not as high as the one we saw in the heat before, but way better landing. So, you know, consistency is key. Getting the board underneath his feet, not even getting his hair wet. Going to be a medium score, but he's going to have to step it up if he wants to get on that podium here at the best trick in the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. $6.5 for that one there. So like I said, medium trick, but unfortunately not as big as he probably wanted. Still, 4 trick attempts. First trick counts. This is the best trick of the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. If you're just joining us, men's final. So far we have Liam Whaley with a 7.63 in the lead, followed by Jonas Roadmid from Morocco in 6.5. Second position. Coming up next, we have Valentin Rodriguez. He is in the race for the World Championship and our winner here of the freestyle discipline. Going huge. He was aiming to go for that slim 9 again. The amount of height and pop this kid gets with only 65 kilos to his name, I just don't understand it. It's insane. 17 years of age, this kid is going to be here for a very long time. Still, not producing the goods on that move, so only getting a slim there. Not going to be what he wants to see. He's going to have to step it up because he is up against the likes of Liam Whaley and Eric Anderson, who have been scoring 8s and 9s during the last heat. So that is a 4.13 for Valentin Rodriguez. And now we have Christoph Tack. Extension. Slim 7. Really, really inverts on that first pass, but did get a big back check there, so that's not going to be as good as that 8.6 he had in the heat before. Probably going to go for that again, and I've seen him land in those with a really nice grab. Christoph really grabs and tweaks out most of the moves he does. He comes from the wakeboarding scene, Kite Park League, really into the those grabs, tweaking everything out and the obstacles. And then also, let's not forget, this guy was the 2014 freestyle champions. We saw him in the lights of some of the events in China, starting with that switch stance kind of things with Aaron Hadlow when it came to the start of those moves in kiteboarding, the very nice double half cab mobe, producing some of the double the double movement back in the day. Great to see him here back on tour, semi-finalist in the freestyle of this event, and now coming into the final of the best trick, showing that he still wants it, still is hungry, and yet maybe he wants to go for yet another world championship. But unfortunately, that move was not a high score because he did get that big butt check. But still, 3 more attempts to go. Okay, 7:13. Solid score, but he wants to be more in the 8 range, I presume. But at the moment, in second position. Coming up next, Eric Anderson, crawl rider from Brazil. What's he got for us here? Definitely got a lot of speed. It looks like he was going for a heart attack 5 and looked like his leash got caught round there. Couldn't quite get that second pass. So unfortunately, a crash for the Brazilian. Crash number 2, but still has 2 trick attempts. Okay, there's the turn of Juan Rodriguez. There you go with those saddle boards. Really carbon, nice and easy. You can see it just slicing through the chops here in the beautiful lagoon of Dakhla. Attitude right in front of the hotel. Is he going to do it right foot forward, or is he deciding to do it? No, he is going to go right foot forward. Okay, Rayleigh. Backside 317. Not going to be a high score. Forced the Rayleigh off axis. The double pass was a little diagonal, so he was really forcing it through. There wasn't a lot of fluidity through that maneuver, so obviously not going to be the biggest score that we saw before. And obviously judges, you know, this is a final, are going to take all those details into account. And looking at some of the ones that are being dropped here, it's going to be in the mid-6 ranges. Just waiting for a last judge to introduce his score. Juan Rodriguez, 6.59. That's fair. Yeah, didn't get the landing, didn't get the rotation. Got caught up on the execution of that trick. So obviously points deducted. But still, third position. He's in the podium at the moment. So we have first, we have Liam Whaley, who is coming up next. We have Christoph Tack in second position. And we have Juan Rodriguez in third. So next, front and center, Liam Whaley. What has he got for us here? Did that big back mob 7. Is he going to go for it again, or are we going to see something else? Love the back mob 7. That was huge. Don't often see those in competition. It's kind of a new move coming in. Liam Whaley, Maxime Chablot, 2 of the only guys that do it together with Valentin Rodriguez, but so much style. That is so higher. And I'm going to say is one of my favorite moves of the trick lists out there. Okay, looks like he is going to go for something left foot forward, the F1 rider. Liam's such a complete rider. You know, he has been second in the Red Bull King of the Air. And also just wake style, freestyle, surfing, big air. This boy's got it all, and this is why he's one of the world's best. And coming in, he's going to go for the back mob 7 again. Oh, and he gets it. Doesn't get the second pass in the air. Still, back mob 7. For Liam Whaley. Kite was a little bit higher, but controlling it and landing it wrapped. Want to see how the judges score that one, because once again, let's think of execution. I'm excited because I like the move, so I have to take that apart. Nice front pass, front side 3, and then the second 3 without passing the bar in the air. Kite was definitely higher than the first attempt he had. There is a factor of innovation because we don't see it much in competition, but not as perfect as it could be. So 8.43. That is a good score and really well judged there for my panel. So in the lead, Liam Whaley. Coming in second position, Christoph Tack. Third, Juan Rodriguez. Jonas Wadmid needs a 6.6 if he wants to get on that podium. More than capable of doing that. Looks like he's going out. I reckon he's going to be going for that double heart attack 3 that he has on tap. Looks like it. There we go. 1, 2, double heart attack 1, so, and double S-bend 1. Kite went up, so you could see he got stretched out with that pass, and the double S-bend wasn't extended. It was almost kind of, his feet were underneath him instead of, they would have to be behind him if he wanted to be a high score. So that is definitely not going to be bigger than the 6.6, so he's going to have to go again and try on his third trick attempt to get on that podium. Coming up, we have Valentin Rodriguez. Has the highest score of the best trick discipline so far with a 9.5 for that slim 9, but got to do it in the final. He's got to get more than an 8.43 if he wants to take the lead from Liam Whaley. You can see duotone rider under the flag of Colombia. Front and center on your screen. Left foot forward, coming in with speed. This boy means business. What has he got for us? I reckon. Oh, no, hands off the bar. Didn't like what he saw, excuse me. Needs to get that flat section. Still 47 seconds on the clock. Enough time to go back out to the edge of the competition area. Come back at the judges and produce the goods. Second trick attempt for the Colombian of this super final of the GKA Kite World Cup. Best trick in Dakhla. Here we go, as I would say. Valentin Rodriguez edging out. There you go. 1, 2. Woohoo! Unfortunately, getting a crash on that one. Slim 9 didn't get the landing. Didn't get the height we saw in the first round, so really had to force it round. I reckon the judges are going to consider that one a crash. Full body, from my perspective, did go underneath the water. Waiting for the scores to be dropped. No, obviously, they saw it differently. Once again, judges and the live scores are the ones that give the official numbers. 3.29 for that Slim 9. Obviously not what he was looking for. He's going to be trying to get that again. And now we have Mr. Tack coming in. Red Bull Liquid Force rider. Huge amounts of powers. Look at the spray coming off of his board there. Okay, yeah. Oh, big Slim. Oh, huge Slim 9. That was a beauty. Nice extension, good rotation. Bit of a back check as he really did force that 9 around, but I love that. Huge from Christoph Tack. Let's see the scores. It's got to be in the high 8 average. Element of style in there. And, okay, let me see. Obviously, my perspective, once again, I only saw it front on, so I couldn't see how high and as big as it was. Waiting for the score to be validated. Needs more than an 8.43 for that one. 8.2, moving him into second position. He needs to get at 8.44 for first. Yeah, I reckon it was the landing and the height compared to Liam's back mob 7. Landing was better and had a little bit more height. So Christoph's going to want to maybe try that one again. Double hard attack 5 and he misses the bar. Such a shame there for Eric. That was really nice. Extension speed, got the double S-bend rotation. Did that first backside 3 and landed the second, unfortunately missing the bar. That was huge. That's a crash, but I reckon he should go for that again because in the end, he has one more attempt left of this best trick final here in Dakhla. So talk about leave it until the end. Leave your best move to the end of this final. And here we have Juan Rodriguez with his third attempt, currently in third position. Going by the amount of speed, he's going on the right foot forward. I reckon he's going to do this on the way out. Can't even see him because of the amount of water he's jumping up. Either that or he was just excited to get out there. No, it looks like he's going to turn around. He's got a good 3-1-7 and a double Hinterberger. And a Hinterberger 7 also, this kid. Very talented rider coming out of Colombia. I mentioned before he's organizing a kite trip in January to go from a lot of spots in Colombia. If you guys are interested, you know, hit him up on his Instagram account. The beauties of the social media these days. Sure, he'll help you out. Okay, going for a Slim. Kite was too high. You can see it going over the top of his head there. So he was going for that Slim 7. Unfortunately, getting only a Slim 5. Might increase his... No, that's not going to increase the 6.59. So he's going to have to stick with that one and leave it all until the end, the same as Eric. Liam Whaley here. Going to want to improve that 8.43. That is a big score, but both Valentin, Eric, and Juan and Jonas are more than capable of producing those numbers. So he wants to go as high as possible to make sure that he takes the win here in the best trick. F1 rider under the flag of Spain, local boy from Tarifa. Wow, let's see what he has for us here. Looks like he's on his 13 meter, if I'm not mistaken. This boy does like to go powered. Are we going to see a Slim 7? Are we going to see a 319? Or that back mode 7 again? What's he got for us? Okay, Slim 7. with a grab, unfortunately grabbing the bar on the wrong side and getting a bit of a butt check there. That would have been a very big score if he had landed that perfect, but going to get penalized for the butt check. Let's see what numbers come up for Leon here in the best trick of Dakhla. Still in the lead. Yeah, it's going to be in the long free ranges. Huge butt check there, so that's not going to be what he wanted to see. Kite was high, grabbed the bar the wrong way, so the kite loops over his head. Unfortunately, so he's going to have to try and improve his score with that last move. Coming up next, we will have Jonas Wadmid, 3.67 for Liam, so it doesn't improve his 8.43. So Jonas Wadmid from Morocco will be up next. There you go. Speed, right foot forward. What has Jonas got for speed if I've ever seen it? Bat out of hell, coming at you. Dakhla, 1, 2. He's going for that double heart attack, but his kite's too high. His kite moves up, so he just can't get the rotation. In the end, ends up spinning underneath him. There's no way he's going to be able to pass the bar unless that kite is front and center. Sweet spot, power zone, to be able to get those top scores here at the best trick. So he's going to have to leave it all on the line for that last attempt. And now we will have this man, the freestyle winner here in Dakhla. Valentin Rodriguez scored a 9.5 in the first heat, but still yet to score a big number. He needs an 8.44 for take the lead and a 6.6 if he wants to take second position. You can see the beautiful bungalows, colourful on the backdrop there. Pekka Vincent of the Dakhla Attitude group. Big shout out to Driss, Moulay and Layla for having us here. This is Prince Moulay El Hassan's World Cup Dakhla event. Huge, 1, 2, okay, slim 7. Not as much speed, good amount of power, good amount of height, but from my perspective, looked like the kite was a little bit high. Let's see what the judges had to say for that one. Needs an 8.44 to take the lead. Needs a 6.6 to take second. It's definitely going to be more than a 6.6, so I reckon he's going to be cool on second. And it looks like I've lost camera out there. Beautiful black screen. So hopefully we get that back before. So a 7.97. That will put Valentin in second position, if I am not mistaken. Let's see if that is true. 3, 2, 1. No. Okay, Valentin in third because Christoph Tack has that 8.2. Excuse me, computer wasn't loading the bottom score there. So, Christoph Tack wants 8.44. He got that 8.6 in the first round. That's what he's going to be aiming for, that and bigger. More than capable, the Belgian 2014 world champion Red Bull rider. Great to see him back on tour. Really stylish kiteballer out there. Has a beauty of a slim 7. Sometimes mixes the grab in with it, so that's obviously going to give him the extra kudos. Going out to the edge of the competition area. Yeah, he is definitely looking for this inside section. He's been working it the whole event. And now he's going to go for it here. It's hopefully have a nice amount of gust and a big move coming at you. Front and center from Belgium. Christoph Tack. Okay, slim. Slim 7, almost keeping it together. It was fast, it was powerful, didn't quite get the landing, didn't quite get the height. So that would be a crash for him. So this is where it gets interesting. Final trick attempts of the final of the best trick of the GKA Kite World Cup in Dakhla. Eric Anderson, one of the best Brazilian riders, more than capable of producing 8s and 9s if he lands it. Had a huge double heart attack, 5, missing the bar by the skin of his teeth. Needs more than an 8.44 to take the lead here at the best trick. Talk about leave it to the buzzer. Core rider from Brazil on your screen now. 1, 2, and Double heart attack 5, claiming it, and I would claim that if I was you. Huge move from the Brazilian, putting the pressure to the other riders. Let's see what the final score is, but that is going to be a big one. That's what we want to see. Everybody getting motivated. Everybody, the community. You can see the other riders stoked for Eric for that landing. Great to see him back here on tour. It's going to be a high score, waiting for the final judges to drop the numbers. So that's a double S-bend with a backside 5. 8.77, taking the lead. Huge score there from Eric. Kite was a little high at the end. That's probably taking, shaved a couple points of that 9-point area. But still, position number 1 for Eric Anderson of Brazil. Next up, we will have Juan Rodriguez. Looks like that score is still aiming to see if it's validated or not. 8.77 standing at the moment. Making sure that everything, all the details, they're going over the move. Very big move from Eric. Double heart attack 5. And it's official. 7.77 double heart attack 5 for Eric Anderson. Going into first position of this best trick. Next up, Juan Rodriguez. He needs an 8.21 to get on the podium, an 8.44 to get on second position, and an 8.78 for first. He's more than capable of doing it. What is he going to go for here? I reckon a backside 317. He has those really big, or he's going to come on the inside. No, he's going out. 1, 2, huge backside 317. Kite was a bit high at the end. That's why his center of gravity was off and did get that back check again. The perspective is very hard to see from the stream. Obviously, out on the judge tower, you'll be able to see it a lot clearer. This is why our judges are out there. It's going to be a big number. Is it more than an 8.2 to get on that third position of the podium? Unfortunately, it is not. So that is a 7.83 for Juan Rodriguez. So he's going to miss out on the podium. Going to have to see how he ends up on the final standings here. Coming up next, Liam Whaley, currently in second. Needs an 8.78 to take the win here on the best trick. F1 rider under the flag of Spain, front and center. Final trick attempt of the best trick here in Dakhla. Males final. For the last time, jumping in the beautiful lagoon in front of Dakhla Attitude. Mr. Whaley with power. Come on, Liam. Dale duro, coño. 1, 2, trying that back mode 7. Sorry for my language, getting a bit excited here, getting told off by Gemma, but the adrenaline just pushing me. I apologize for that. Unfortunately, got a big back check on that. I doubt that is going to be bigger than an 8.77, and I don't think it is. So that will mean at the moment Liam will secure second position in this best trick final. Let's see who will get third. Man, I love that back mode 7. It's huge. I want to see these boys land in those. Unfortunately, 4.07. So currently Liam is in second position, but he has the likes of Jonas Wadmid, Valentin Rodriguez, and Christoph Tack, who, if they score an 8.44, will push him down the leaderboard. So he's going to have to wait on the beach and see what position he will end up in this competition. Jonas Wadmid, he's been trying that double heart attack the whole day. Saw him try a double heart attack 5, which we saw landed by Eric to get that big score, taking that first position. Will, hometown, home country, adrenaline, home crowd behind him, pushing him. It doesn't get much better than this, and looks like he's going out with speed. I'm going to call. He's going to try that move yet again. This is the best trick. Get that kite a bit lower so you don't get dangled underneath it. Jonas Wadmid from Morocco. Outside edge of the competition area. 1, 2, and a big double heart attack, but unfortunately, huge butt check at the end of that. That, I don't think, is going to put into contingencies a big score to go past Christoph in the 8.2 average. So it looks like so far it will be the turn of this man here, Valentin Rodriguez from Colombia. Produced a 9.5 in that first heat with that slim 9. He needs a 8.21 for third, an 8.44 for second, and an 8.78 for first. I know both Eric and Liam are worried right now because if anybody can produce those kind of numbers, it's this kid. So they are probably standing on the beach, eyes peeled, watching to see what the Colombian can do. Pressure out there for him. He's done it before. He's won the freestyle discipline here in Dakhla. Can he win the best trick as well? Moments away. He has a minute 10 left. Looks like he's going to go for that left foot forward. Going to call a slim 9 once again. From Colombia, riding for duotone, Valentin Rodriguez, 17 years of age, up. There's that first pass, there's that second, and no! He hasn't pulled it off. I can hear sighs of relief from Eric and Liam on the beach, so that will mean Valentin is currently in fourth. I doubt that's going to be more than... No, I don't doubt it. That is not going to be more than an 8.2. I definitely missed something there on the stream. Did he get it? No. 7.87 by the looks of it. Waiting for it to be validated. That would mean he would be in fourth position. Closing moments of the GKA Kite World Cup freestyle discipline here at the beautiful location of Dakhla Attitude. Just awaiting the final score of Mr. Rodriguez for that slim. Was a slim 9, but the kite was very high above his head. So, Christoph Tack, do or die, attempt number 4, currently in third. He would need an 8.44 for second and an 8.78 for first position. More than capable of putting those numbers up. Here we can see him coming towards the shore with power for the last trick of the GKA Kite World Cup freestyle discipline here in the beautiful location of Dakhla, Morocco. Front and center on your screen, Red Bull Liquid Force rider out of Belgium. What's he got for us? He's definitely got a good amount of speed. Unhooking. Slim, go for it. Oh, unfortunately getting the crash, attempting the slim 9 that he did get a landing, but not perfect from before. Meaning that the standings will be Christoph Tack, third position. Congratulations for him with that slim 9. Second position, Liam Whaley with a back mob 7, 8.43. And the winner of the best track of the GKA Kite World Cup best trick event is Eric Anderson from Brazil, core rider and Red Bull rider. So amazing action out there, and these guys are just producing more and more moves. The repertoire is getting bigger and bigger, and I can't wait to see what we have in Brazil. So stay tuned. We're going to have a short break as we are going to be running to the podium for the prize giving of the best track. So we'll see you there in a few moments.
faire gagner le sport.
After a long holiday. Christoph, talk about ending with a bang. Semi-final, and they're here, the final of the best trick. Landing that slim 9, 8.2. Congratulations. How do you feel to be back on tour?
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like the final here, I know that everybody was going to throw down, and I just wanted to show that I can do some spin to win too, you know. So, yeah, I wish I landed it cleaner, but I'm stoked on it.
Still clean enough. Third position, best track once again. Congratulations. Pepper, so Backside 315, one of the first ones we've seen in competition, almost getting the landing. Second position here. You and Paolo are going head for head. What made you pull one of the newest moves in women's kiteboarding here?
Because Paula's pushing it quite big as well, so I was like, okay, shit, there's a 9.3 and my highest score was 8.7. So I had to do this blind just 5 it, and I was like, okay, I just have to go for it. And then I tried it, and it was a pretty good try, actually.
It was definitely a good try, and I was pushing it very high. So I apologize. Let's go to the prize-giving ceremony as we are going to start giving these champions the prizes that they deserve for this Best Trick event. So there can only be one, and this lady left it all into the end. She saw a big move from Pepper, went even bigger, made Pepper do one of the hardest moves, unfortunately not getting a land. Well-deserved winner of the best trick of the GKA Kite World Cup here in Dakhla from the Czech Republic, Paula Novotná! Okay, so let me get a couple words now as we couldn't quite get all the interviews there back there. So Pepper, once again, women's kiteboarding being pushed. Overall standings, you are in third position, equal points to Bruna on the overall tour here at the GKA Kite World Tour. Great to see you also being pushed. I think this is what it's all about, to see friends and family out there, the vibe. How come here in Dakhla every year we just see the level getting better and better?
Yeah, it's really sick, and this place is beautiful, and it makes the kite even better because it was strong wind. I was on 8 Vegas and made me push. Like I saw these girls throwing some big tricks after each other, and then I was like, okay, one attempt left, let's go for blind just 5, and I was really happy to just turn it and try it.
Oh, absolutely. I almost jumped off my seat at the live stream. So congratulations. Talk about going for it. And that is what we want to see. One more time, a round of applause for Pippa van Issel. So, Helena, great to see you back here. Congratulations on that 3rd overall position in Kite Park League. We can really see the wakeboard orientation in your riding. Looking like you were going for that back mode 5, almost having it there, really throwing it into the rotation. How does it feel like being back and competing against these ladies?
This was super fun. Certainly like a new adventure after being away for a while, and I'm happy to see how the level went up and how the girls are pushing the sport, and just super fun to be a part of it again. And I hope I'm back one day.
You are definitely back, and a round of applause. Congratulations here in Dakhla. And when it comes to podium, this lady has seen it. She won in Fuerteventura, and great to see you here pushing it again. I can see Pepper pushing you. That heart attack was huge. I was shouting a lot on the live stream, so congratulations, Pala. How does it feel to take the win here at the best trick in Dakhla?
Yeah, it was so much fun to compete in this best trick competition because we just went for it and sent it, and it's just awesome to push the level. And then the last trick, we both tried tricks we've never done before, so it's just amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy.
It is definitely amazing to watch. So one more time, please, ladies and gentlemen, I give you your best trick GKA Kite World Cup winners. Okay. You guys just push each other to push the envelope of kiteboarding. We've seen some of the hardest moves out there, and this in the end is why it is the best trick, and to see you guys go, I can't wait to see what happens further. So, come in. Moment, the elusive back mode 7. I'm sure he's going to be landing them cleanly in the Wiley! And as I was mentioning, it is great to see this guy back on tour. He is one of the best Brazilian riders out there. Nice to see him coming out on top, and well deserved with that double heart attack 5. Without further ado, your best trick, GKA Kite World Cup champion of the men, riding for core, Eric Anderson!
Parabéns, Eli, parabéns.
Okay, let's get a few words from these champions. So, Liam, you also come in second here in the best trick. That back mode 7, I want you to watch the live because my sound went to the roof. Just run me through that move. You're one of the first guys to have landed that. Almost got it clean here, and I reckon if you did, you would have given this guy a run for his money. So great to see you pushing the level here in Dakhla.
Yeah, it's definitely a trick that the rotation is super hard. At the start, everybody was a bit confused when they were trying and didn't really know on what axis to turn the trick. But I'm happy to have landed one. I didn't do the best execution, but it was still a back move 7. And it's sick just to go out and push it with the boys and try tricks that you wouldn't really try in competition as there's no pressure. So, yeah, super fun event.
No pressure, he said. It looked like there was pressure out there, and that's why we saw some of the best moves. Congratulations, Liam. Second position here at the best trick. Okay, so Christoph, like I was mentioning before, great to see you back and talk about bringing the level with you. You know, semi-finals in the freestyle also coming third here with a slim line. Like you said, didn't quite get the landing, but